evening, Kalispera. Having just read Vespers and the Apodipno, the Compline prayers, I wanted to share something I think that is very, very valuable in our times. A time in which our young girls, our young women, have few true role models to look up to. Tonight is the eve of the first woman martyr for Christ, Saint Thekla. She was a disciple of St. Paul the Apostle, Saint Thekla. Listen, if you will, about her life. It's amazing. The proto-martyr Thekla, equal to the apostles. Thekla was born in Iconium of eminent pagan parents. She was betrothed at the age of 18 to a young man at the time that the Apostle Paul came to Iconium with the Apostle Barnabas to preach the Holy Gospel. Listening attentively to Paul for 3 days and 3 nights, Thekla's heart was turned utterly to devotion to Christ, and she vowed to live for him in virginity. Her mother, seeing that she shunned her betrothed and thought no more of marriage, first tried to reason with her daughter. But then, when she saw that she was not making headway, she beat Thekla and she starved her. Finally, that wicked mother that she was gave her own daughter over to the judges and demanded that Thekla be burned. The judge threw her into flames, but God preserved Thekla unharmed. She was a disciple of the Apostle Paul, and she went with him all the way to Antioch, serving the church, the people of God. Attracted by Thekla's beauty, there was an elder of the city who attempted to take her by force, but Thekla tore herself out of his grasp. That elder denounced her to the governor as a Christian who was adverse to marriage. The God-hating governor then condemned her to death and threw her to the wild beasts, but the animals would not touch the body of this holy virgin. Amazed at this, the governor asked, "Who are you, and what is this power that you have in you, that nothing can harm you?" Thekla simply replied, "I am a servant of the living God." Then the governor let her go free, and she began to preach the gospel and succeeded in bringing many to the true faith, among whom was an eminent and honored widow by the name of Tryphena. After this, Saint Thekla, with the blessing of her spiritual father, the Apostle Paul, withdrew to a solitary place near Seleucia. She lived a long time there in sacred discipline, prayer, and fasting, healing many sick with miraculous power, and in this way bringing many closer to the church. The doctors of Seleucia were jealous of her and sent some young men to assault her, hoping that in losing her virginity she would lose also her miraculous power. Thekla fled from these insolent young men, and when she saw that they would catch her, prayed to God for help in front of a huge rock. The rock opened and hid this holy maiden and true bride of Christ. This was both her hiding place and her tomb. St. John Chrysostom says of this wonderful Christian heroine and saint, "I seem to see this blessed virgin going to Christ with sacred virginity in one hand and holy martyrdom in the other." Young ladies, mothers and fathers, let us lead our children to Christ and to those who followed him with exactness, so that they will have true role models to follow. Kalinikta, good night to all.